What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. Obviously, we're talking all things self-development, self-growth, and just making the changes that we need to live out the life of our dreams. And I feel like this is around the time where so many people fall off track with their goals. It's like that weird moment where it's like, you know what? You stop making your to-do list, you stop doing your morning routines, you stop journaling, you stop doing all these habits that you set in place. So I'm going to share with you why this keeps happening and why you feel like you just can't get to that point, and how we're going to fix it. Once we understand why, it's a lot easier to start implementing ways to actually fix these things, because 2024 is your year. I'm pretty sure you said this at the beginning of the year, but constantly going through the cycle of falling off with your goals, making new ones at the beginning of every month, and then midway through the month you're like, I'm gonna just start next month. We're not doing that anymore. Like, that's done. That whole cycle is ending. And this is coming from someone who was literally going through that cycle every single year of like falling off with your goals, getting back on track, falling off, getting back on track, to where you're not really able to see the progress because you give up way too early. You don't stick it out long enough to see the results. Starting off with our first reason, there are going to be 5 reasons that I'm giving you, and 5 simple and easy ways that you can fix it and actually implement today. Starting off strong with reason number 1, regardless on whether you want to admit it or not, everyone has priorities, and we set these priorities on kind of like this pedestal, which is they're bigger than us, they're greater than us, or things that we feel really deeply about, and they're our core values. So every single day we're going to get them done. People who have strong religious beliefs, they're never going to miss a day of reading their Bible or praying or whatever that looks like for you. So the real reason why you keep falling off track with your goals is because they aren't a real priority to you. You don't have a strong enough reason why that keeps you going even when you don't feel like getting the things done that you need to get done. A lot of people only do things that they feel are a priority when they feel like it. And if you only do the things that you know you should be doing when you feel like it, the progress is, you're never going to get there. Like, it's like if I only went to the gym and worked out when I felt like it. On the days you don't feel like doing it are the days that it matters. It's when you really should be getting it done, because you're proving to yourself that I'm a person who does what I say that I'm going to do. It's a priority. You know that this is what's required of me. Like, that's just my mindset now, is that I'm just gonna do what's required of me, regardless about how I feel about it or not, unless I'm just having like a really big mental breakdown or physically I'm not able to. But most of the things, we just make excuses for ourselves because we get tired. It's not exciting anymore, so we're just like, I don't feel like doing it, so I don't do it. My solution to doing this is you write down a list of your priorities, whatever that looks like for you. For me, the reason why I've been so consistent with my fitness journey, my eating habits, my nutrition, is because I have a list of whys written down. I'll give you some examples. So the reason why I know that I'm gonna hit the gym 5 times a week at least and stick to my nutrition goals 5 times a week is because in the coming years, when I get older, I want to be able to carry my own groceries. I want to be able to still pick up heavy things off the floor no matter what age I am. I still want to be able to take care of myself. It's like this sense of independency, so where it's like I don't want to have to depend on anyone else to drive me places, to pick up my groceries, nothing like that. And then if we're talking aesthetically, like, I have a vision of how I want to look. The bigger picture is I want to feel better about myself. So when it comes to, like, I have these days where I'm on the Stairmaster, or like today, I finished doing the lifting part of my workout, and I knew I had scheduled into my plan to do my cardio, which was 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. And if you are a gym person, you know that the Stairmaster is like hell. So it's like I really did not feel like doing it. No part of my body wanted to get on the Stairmaster. And immediately when that little voice is like in my head, I just remind myself of my whys. Like, 3 months from now, I'm gonna feel so much better about it. And it's only a certain portion of your whole day. Like, it's only 45 minutes. So whatever your goals are, and whatever it is, if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to become a full-time content creator, whatever it is, and it's something that you need to get done, but you keep just falling off. Like, if you told yourself you're gonna post on social media once a day, every single day, for 3 weeks. You have to give yourself a time period so that you're able to measure it. Whenever you don't feel like posting on social media, or you're just scrolling and being entertained by social media, think of your whys. Like, a big why could be, I want to be financially free. I want to be able to take care of my family. I want to be able to retire my parents. Think of the bigger picture, and then immediately it's just like, how you feel right now doesn't matter. Just get it done. Reason number 2 gets overlooked to me so much when it comes to like people trying to level up, reach their goals, and all this other things. I don't think they place an importance on this reason. So let's just start by Think about if you had a friend who told you, like, you know what, I'm trying to get into the gym, I'm trying to get my summer body this summer, whatever it is, and I'm gonna try to make it to the gym every single day for 5 days a week. So I want you as my friend to check in with me at the end of every day and ask me, like, if I finished my workout or not. If I complete all my workouts for at least a month, I'm good. Like, that's me. But if I don't complete my workouts, I'll owe you $100. You would make it your business, even just because you're a good friend, you would make it your business to check in with your friend at the end of every day and just be like, hey, like, did you go to the gym today? Did you finish your workout today? Because for some reason, as people, we're able to hold other people way more accountable than we are with ourselves. So the second reason why you probably keep falling off with your goals is because you have no sense of accountability. You aren't holding yourself accountable at all. The way that we're going to fix this is that you have your goals. Hopefully by now you have your goals of things that you want to accomplish this year or just in life within the next 3 months, 6 months. Whatever it is, you have your goals. If the steps to reaching these goals, if one of them is, you know what, I need to wake up at 7 a.m. every single morning. Let's just say that's one of your goals. I want to wake up at 7 a.m. Monday through Sunday. Let's say on Wednesday, you hit snooze on the alarm and you don't wake up until 9:30. You need to have some sort of system in place that keeps you in check. So for me, Monday through Friday, I know that I want to be up by 4:30 so that I can be at the gym by 5. If I don't get up at 4:30, I'm physically and actively putting it in my journal, like, today I went to the gym. Instead of waking up at 4:30, I didn't wake up until 6. Or I'm telling my mom, like, dang, we were supposed to go to the gym today at 5, but we didn't even go until 7. It's just a way of you holding yourself accountable, and then the next day it's a lot easier for you to actually get up and go, because you know yesterday I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. Today I'm gonna make it a priority to do what I said I was gonna do. And it's just as simple as that. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. You don't have to linger this whole like energy into your entire week and just be like, oh, I'm gonna start next Monday. Why? I don't understand why people do that. Like, stop holding off taking action until the next Monday. Do it the next day, or do it right then and there. Wherever you feel inspired to take action, you need to take action. And I'm starting to like view these little bursts of like, you know what, maybe instead of scrolling on social media right now, I could be doing research for my next product or whatever it is. That's when you need to do it, especially if you aren't doing anything with your time. But we have to make it a priority this year to hold our own selves accountable and to be that person that's like, dang, I said I was going to do this, but I didn't do it. So whether you journal it or whether you tell a friend or a family member, whatever it is that you say you're going to do for the next week or so, whether it's eating all your meals at home or going for a run, a 30-minute run, if you don't do that thing, you need to express it in some way. Hold yourself accountable. Leading me to reason number 3 on why so many people fall off with their goals so quickly and so easily. It's very challenging to stick with a goal if you're not clear on exactly where you're going. And this is something that has become so clear to me within like this short amount of time that we've had this year. And it's just like, if you don't have a very, very clear written out, like, this is what I see for myself, this is where I'm going, on the days where you don't feel like doing certain things, if you have no clear goal and no clear reason why, it's gonna be easier for you to just be like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna go back into my old habits, go back into my old routines of doing things, and then you're in the same place. You're literally stuck in the same place. This is why so many people aren't able to reach their goals. And I remember I was in that place of like, I know that I want to make more money, or I know that I want to build my social media, but I don't have clear numbers on where I want to be by a certain time. So it's like, when that thing happens and I don't feel like filming a video this day, or I don't feel like editing, it's like, you know what, I'll do it next week, or I'll do it next month. But when you have clear, actionable goals in a set amount of time, every minute matters. And I think that's what a lot of people need to start doing when it comes to their goals, because that's the biggest kind of shift that I made. Is like, my goals are so freaking clear for this year. I'll just give you an example on how your goals need to be clear. Saying that I want to get fit this year, I want to get in shape this year, that's not clear enough. It's just not. Like, it's not actionable. There's no time frame. You have nothing that you can do to get there. But if you say, I want to be down 10 pounds by December 31st, 2024. That is clear, and that is something that you can take action on. That is something that you can actually measure. But just saying, oh, I want to be a social media influencer. No, what kind of following do you want to have by December? How many followers do you want to have? How many times do you want to be able to post on social media? If you don't have a very clear target and a clear vision on where you're going and get specific about these goals, it's going to be so much easier to just lose focus and give up when obstacles arise, because obviously there's going to be little things that come up while you're on this little journey, whether it's a self-development journey, whether it's just a journey of reaching your goals, whatever it is, things are going to come up. But when you're clear on the bigger picture and when you're going, it's easier to just be like, you know what, that's just one little small little bump in the road. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to start first the next day, and you know, just keep going. So if you haven't gotten clear on your goals by now, I really do recommend you can use the SMART goal system. I'm not very like all my goals are SMART based, but I do make sure that I have a specific time frame, and I'm also starting to incorporate more of how I want to feel when I achieve these goals. Because not to like get off track, but once you reach, I forgot the quote that I heard, but it basically said, you have reached goals, you have reached milestones or completed things that you thought would make you happy. And that's the quote right there. Like, you've done things that were once a goal that you thought would make you happy. And it's like the happiness doesn't come after you get the goal, it comes before. And learning to just be okay with that before is what's going to bring it in. Just a little tip right there. But please, please, please get clear on your goals, the amount of time, and exactly specifically what you want out of this life, or else you're just going to be going day by day, doing what other people want you to do, doing what's the norm. And obviously, if you're already watching this video and you've gone down like the rabbit hole of self-development videos, you are not going to settle for an average life. Therefore, you can't do what average people do, which is just not have a clear vision on what they want and where they're going right now. Reason number 4, which is something that everyone, including myself, struggles with, and that is you set things off and you don't take action on your goals because you're scared of what might happen if you fail. Not only are you scared of what might happen if you fail, but you are scared of other people seeing you actually try and fail. I think that's the difference. Like, most people think that they're scared of failing. Not only are you scared of failing, but you're scared of your friends, your family, people on social media seeing this happen, which now is just like, now that I think about it, it's so crazy and it's just so insane to put yourself in this box and hold yourself back because you're afraid of what other people might think. And when you look at the bigger scope of things, it's like everyone else that is watching you on this journey, or everyone else is making comments about what you're doing and how you're actually trying, deep down inside, they want to have the courage to actually try and go out there and do something different that is not the norm to get them to where they want to be. And that's just the reality of it. So if you're still stuck back and you're still scared, I know so many people, so many women, so many girls like comment on my Instagram, DM me on Instagram. Like, one girl reached out to me and was like, you don't feel like weird doing voiceovers? And I'm just like, why would I? Like, in the beginning I did, but I have like a different view on social media now, and it's just like, with the recent content that I've put in out, I can't believe that I was so afraid to like completely change the way that I was doing content and be afraid of putting out different forms of content, because the way that it has helped people and made people see things differently is just like, why were you ever even afraid? Whatever it is that you don't want to do, whatever it is that you want to do or that you have a goal on, regardless of whether it's content or not, if it's helping at least one person, that's all you need to be focused on. Like, that's literally it. And whenever you feel like embarrassed or fearful of whatever you're trying to do, remind yourself, most people don't even have the courage or the guts to even try, and you do. And that's really what matters. And once you shift like that mindset from being afraid to fail to just, you are one of the few people that are actually taking action, everything starts to change. So instead of fearing the fact that you might fail and the fact that other people around you might see you fail and how embarrassed you're going to be, start viewing failure as, this is an opportunity for me to actually grow, and this is an opportunity for me to show up as the person that I want to be, as my future self. Because your future self that has all the things that you want to have, that feels the way that you want to feel, has overcome all of these things. She or he has did it all before. And basically what I've been doing so that you can take actionable steps on just stopping yourself from feeling so fearful is, every single day I give myself one thing, and all throughout the day I have the opportunity to do at least one thing that just scares the out of me. And it doesn't have to be so drastic, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm not telling you to go skydiving, but for me, since I am getting back into my content, the one thing that is just gives me anxiety is when I'm in the gym and it's not 5 a.m. anymore. It's about 7 or 8. So there's more people in the gym, and I'm afraid to pull my tripod out. And I remember I talked about this on TikTok before, and people were like, you always post gym content, fitness content, food content. I couldn't really see you being like afraid to pull your tripod out, but that's literally the reality of it. Not only that, of course, I don't want other people like in my background or anything like that. I still want to be respectful. But even when like I'm in my own little corner, so even when I am in the gym and I'm in my own little corner, there's nobody behind me, so it's not like I can't record because there's people in the background shot, but I'm still have these thoughts in my head that are like, what are people gonna think, what are people gonna say? And it's like, who cares what people are gonna say, what people are gonna think? So now I've literally challenged myself to, when that little voice comes up in your head and you start thinking all these thoughts on what are people gonna think, what are people gonna say about you pulling out your tripod and recording, that's when you pull out your tripod and you literally start recording. And I have been doing it, and it's the most liberating experience when I leave the gym and I'm like, oh shit, like I actually recorded when there's like all these people around me and didn't care. Like it feels really, really good. So if you're one of those people who are really, really afraid of what people might think when you go on these journeys, you need to start embracing this feeling and being okay with failing, because these are literally opportunities for growth. And that's what the journey is about. It's literally about growing and becoming the dream version of yourself. Reason number 5 on why so many people fall off track with their goals is they stop feeling motivated. And motivation is like one of those things where I feel like it's very fleeting. Like I don't feel motivated every single day, but the way that you're going to fix this is that whether you have a vision board, whether you have a journal, we have social media at the tip of our fingertips. So whatever your goal is, your bigger goal, or whatever you're trying to do, as soon as you start feeling like, you know what, I just don't want to do this no more, or it feels like it's impossible, you have to find sources of inspiration. And what I like to do is I like to go and find people who have done what I'm trying to do before, that actually look like me, that make me realize and be like, if they can do it, why not me? And that motivates the hell out of me. Like literally, why not you? And if you have these really, really strong whys, it's a lot easier also to get up every single day and continue keep showing up as your higher self. But it's because for me, the why is bigger than myself, and that's just in itself alone. I'm just like, it's not even about me anymore. Like certain things that I'm striving for, certain goals that I have, they're not even just about me. They're about the people around me. They're about leveling up and changing the lives of like my parents. I cannot wait to retire my parents. That's one of my biggest motivators. Not only that, but just being able to wake up every single day and choose how I want to spend my day and do whatever I want, however I please. That's the ultimate goal. And that is what motivates me. Even when I don't feel like doing certain things, it's just like, it's not even about that. Think about your why, and that's why I'm so big on developing reasons why you feel like you need to have or do these things in life. And if that doesn't work, if you feel like developing a little why system is not going to work for you, go on Pinterest and look at people who have done the things that you're trying to do and put together a whole board on that. It's like a digital vision board, basically. And I know a lot of people are like, don't believe in like visualizing and things like this, but your girl, I'm not playing around with it anymore. Usually I just like incorporate it every now and then, but put together a system where you take out time from your day each and every day to reflect over your goals and feel as if they're already done and feel like you're already the person who you want to be. And this is so motivating once you get up and you go. So basically you have to intentionally find ways to stay motivated. This is going to be crucial for the long term. And when we're on this journey to, you know, achieving our goals, so many people fall off during the beginning and like maybe a week or two after because they don't know how to keep themselves motivated to actually keep going. I hope you got some kind of inspiration, some kind of takeaway from this. Of course, I'm going to have a summary at the end of this video, but please, please, please make sure that your goal